So we're going to go ahead and click on the volume sprite, and we're going to go ahead and go on to our costumes. Now for this we have two different versions. Again, one that's not muted that is showing sound, and one that is muted that is not going to show sound. So to make this a little bit easier, I would suggest using a color one at first, and if you want to make it all white like the original game, then you can go ahead and change it just so that you don't have to worry about the size of it. But to make this really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and just use this purple, and I'm going to go ahead and make a box. So this box, I'm going to do something similar to what I did with the basket. So I'm going to move the back to be a little bit smaller, and I'm going to leave the sides to be a little bit bigger. And of course, I'm just going to shrink it just a little bit. And this will be what my audio would be. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make kind of like the sound waves, and I'm going to use the line tool. I'm going to go ahead and change this to a 10, and I'm just going to make a straight line. I'm going to go ahead and grab the reshape tool, add a point in the center, and move it out. I'm going to point it and then curve it just so that it's smoother. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and shrink this just a little bit and put this at the center. I'm then going to copy and paste and make this a little bit bigger. Then I'll copy and paste it one last time and make the final one even bigger. Okay. So you can see here I added these sounds, and like I said, at the end of it you can go ahead and use the paint bucket tool, change it to white, and here you have your little sound wave. Now the next thing we're going to do is for the mute one, we're going to go ahead and copy this, paste it onto the mute. We're going to delete the sound waves that we created, but keep the body. And then you guys have two options. You can either use the line tool, change this to red, and add a slash over it. Okay, this shows that there is no more volume. And if you want, you can also add a circle as well, if you want to make it more like this. And of course, I can always just select both of these little pieces and just shrink them a little bit more, just so that it fits a little bit better. So either way that you guys want to go ahead and make this, you guys can. Again, you don't have to make it exactly the same shape as what I have, as long as the player can clearly tell that this is controlling the sound. That's all that really matters. And once you're done, we're going to go ahead and move on to adding the code.